Now friends, let's talk about this particular problem. See, the problem states that we have to find the maximum value of fx is equal to under root of x to the power 4 minus 3x square minus 6x plus 13 minus x to the power 4 minus x square plus 1 under root for all x belongs to R is m, then m square is what? So yes, the concept of distance formula need to be used, because here if you use calculus, things will become much more lengthier, or maybe you find difficulty in solving that, right? So what we can do, we can just bring the expression given here in the form of the distance formula. So we can write it in this way: x minus 3 whole square, then we can write it as x square minus 2 whole square minus of under root of, we can take this way, so this is going to be x minus 0 whole square, right, plus, okay, then we have x square, we need that part, minus 1 whole square. So this is what we have. Now you can see here that we have a very common curve which is known to us as used in this particular problem. So how to go about this part? You have something like this, right? We have y is equal to x square. Can you see that? We have y is equal to x square, friends. So this is the curve I am talking about. So this is the parabola, right? So this is the parabola I am talking. I have drawn this parabola. So you can see few points being given to you. So let me take this point as P, right? And this is nothing but, because if we have x point, so the x comma x square will be the point which we have. So this can be written as x comma x square, right? Now we have one more thing. So we join this point, right? This is the point I am joining it. Fine. So if we join this point, you see this is P, this is A, and this is somewhere we have B, right? So we can write it as 3 comma 2. You got it? Then we have here 0 comma 1, we have this point. You got it? So we have to find the maximum value of this. So what we are talking about is, if this is a point and need to find the maximum value, we are talking about this length actually, the AB length. So the maximum length will be this length. So let me write it in this way. Say PB, right, minus of, we have PA less than equal to AB, right? So equality holds when PAB are collinear, right? Now what we can do, we can just find the maximum value. So to get the maximum value here, what we can find the distance, that is AB I am talking about, right? So this is the maximum value we have, and which is going to be root of 10. So root of 10 means this is nothing but the m part I am talking about, and m square is what? M square is 10. So the final answer is going to be 10, right? This is what we have. Now if I talk about the next one, this is a question which is based on the parabola. So if 4 sides in order of a quadrilateral inscribed in the parabola y square is equal to 4x cuts the axis of the parabola at minus 4 comma 0, minus 2 comma 0, half comma 0 and a comma 0, then a is equal to what? So let's draw the graph. First of all, this is the curve we have. So we have taken this part, right? We have the parabola here. This is the parabola I am talking about. This is x, this is x dash. So we are just drawing the graph here, the curve part. We have started with A, then we have B here, right? B, then we have C, right? So we have joined this part. So you can see here. So A can be taken as T1, the parametric form. We have B to be T2. Then we have C to be T3, right? Then we have D to be T4. Okay, this is what we have. Fine. This is how we can write it, isn't it? So A, B, C, T. These are the 4 points I am talking about, isn't it? So if we talk about the equation of AB here, so what is the equation of AB? Equation of AB is going to be y times, this is T1 plus T2 minus of twice of x is equal to, we have twice of T1, T2, right? This is what you have, got it? Okay. Now, this equation of AB will cut the axis of the parabola. So, what is the axis of the parabola? Axis of parabola is, for this particular parabola I am talking about, is y is equal to 0, that is x axis. So, this will cut here at this point. So, a particular point will take. So, what we will do, we will just first of all check for, once you get this equation of AB, we will put y to be 0, we get x is equal to something. So, what is x? X is equal to minus T1, T2. So, x is what? X is minus 4. Let me take it in this way. So, this is minus T1, T2, right? Or we can write it as T1, T2 is going to be 4. You got it? T1, T2 is going to be 4 we have, right? So, same way we can go for the other parts also, okay? So, we can take T2, T3 also we can find out, right, which is going to be 2. Then we can find the other values, that is T3, T4. So, T3, T4 is minus half, right. Then we have T4, T1, same way T4, T1. T4, T1 is going to be A, friends, because these are the things which are given to us, right. So, we can just multiply. This 2 can be taken and this 2 can be taken, right. So, we can just equate the things. So, T4, T1 is what? This is A. So, ultimately when we equate it, we get the value of A to be 1 in this case, right. So, this is 1 we are getting, okay. So, hopefully the things are clear to you, right. Yes. Now, students, let us talk about the next question, that is question number 51. This is a problem which is based on the properties of triangle. So, when you talk about properties of triangle, there are few concepts which were based on incircle and circumcircle we have. So, there is some relation between incenter, circumcenter, in radius, circumradius. So, we need to understand those relations, we need to use those relations in such type of problems. So, you can see here, because no coordinates being given, so we can just assume that obviously this is a problem based on properties of triangle. The coordinate system is not working here. So, what can we do here? You see, you have been given a triangle. First of all, let us talk about this triangle now, right. So, this is the triangle I am talking about, fine. And we have A, we have B, we have C. So, C is 60 degree, we have B to be 45 degree, right, and this is going to be how much? This is going to be 75 degree, isn't it? So, these are the values come across. Now, the thing is that we have to find tan theta. So, how this tan theta is created? Let us have a look at that part. We have a line somewhat like this I am talking about, okay. And why I am taking this line? Because the line joining the incenter and the circumcenter. So, if I talk about the incenter part and the circumcenter part, right. Circumcenter means, suppose I am talking about this as circumcenter, okay. This is the circumcenter I am having and this is the incenter. Now, the line joining this is inclined at an angle theta to the side BC. So, what we can say? We can say that this is theta, right? This is theta. Now, if this is theta, friends, what we can do? We can drop a line here, we can drop a line here, and now if we just talk about this part, this is also going to be theta, isn't it? This is also going to be theta. So, there is a relation we have, and also if we talk about the r part, so there is a very interesting thing. R is always circumradius, right? Circumradius we have, fine. This is how we can write. Then we have small r to be the in radius. This is in radius. In radius. So, capital R is the circumradius, small r is the in radius. Now, if I talk about the angle here, yes, we know that the tan theta is going to be, okay, this is going to be r cos A minus of r divided by A by 2 minus we have r cot B by 2 beta. So, this is the relation I am talking about, which is the angle which we get, all right. So, r is going to be how much? This is going to be r, this is capital R, then we have cos A plus cos B plus cos of C, and this is minus 1. So, this is the relation we have, r, in place of r we can write this, okay, small r. Then we have A upon 2. A upon 2 means there is one more relation, that is A upon sin A, right, is equal to B upon sin B. Then we have C upon sin C, right, and this is going to be twice of r, fine. This is what we have. So, from here we can take, A by 2 is nothing but we have r sin A. A by 2 can be written as r sin A. Can you see that? This is what we have. R cot B by 2. So, when you talk about r cot B by 2, what does it mean? Again the same thing, we can just have a relation here. So, first of all let us talk about this part. Let me write this as, if I talk about A by 2 here, this is going to be what? This is going to be r sin A, right. This is what we have. Now, we have one more thing. If we talk about small r now, in terms of A by 2, this formulas need to be remembered, right. That is very important for us. That is, r we have, r can also be written as 4r sine of A by 2, and this is going to be sine of B by 2, and then we have sine of C by 2. Can you see that? I mean, these are the three things we have, small r, then we have A by 2, which is somewhat like this. So, this relations can be substituted here. So, once you substitute here, right friends, so what we get tan theta is equal to how much? Simplification, yes, r will be cancelled. So, we left out with cos B, we have cos C minus 1, just simplification, nothing else, cos B plus cos C minus 1, then we have sin B minus sin C, and we take, again we can take it as the thing, and this is the mod we have. So, basically this is what we have. Now, we know the values here. So, what are the values you can take? We have those values, you can see here. So, the values are like A is given to you as 75 degree, A is 75 degree beta, right, B to be 45 degree, C to be 60 degree, and when you talk about these values here, we just substitute all the values, right. So, once you substitute all the values, we come out with few interesting facts now. So, we can equate the things now, right, we can equate it. See, tan theta is equal to, you have been given in terms of A, B and C all stuffs, okay. So, here what we can do, we can just cos B, we can substitute cos 45 degree, right. Then we have cos C, that is cos 60 degree, then we have minus 1 whole divided by, then we have sin B, this is sin 45 degree, this is sin 60 degree, okay. So, these are the values we are talking about. So, that means once we take all this calculation can be done. So, accordingly we can get simplified form. What we have root 2, that is, we will take it in this way, root 2 minus 1. Once you simplify the things, root 2 minus 1 upon root 3 minus root 2. Can you see that? This is what we have. So, we get the form in terms of A, B, C and D now, right. We can take it as root 2 minus of 1, this is root 3 plus root 2, and we can make it as 1 beta. So, from here we can identify what are the values of A, what are the values of B, what are the values of C. So, you can see here. So, once you have found out the values of A, B, C, D, and we can add all the values because A, B, C, D has been found out, we will get the answer to be 15, my dear students. So, this is the final answer we have. The answer is 15.